In today's tutorial, we are diving into multi-character AI mocap in Unreal Engine 5.8. I won't just show you how to capture the interaction between two characters. I will walk you through the complete process of refining and cleaning up the raw data to make it look flawless. Let's jump right in. First, I used AI to generate separate reference videos for each character, prompting them to both attack and react to hits. After that, I brought the clips into Premiere Pro and arranged them side by side. I timed them precisely so that when one character hits, the other reacts right on cue, creating a seamless back and forth fight sequence. Now let's jump into Unreal Engine. I have two separate folders here, character 1 and character 2. To convert our footage into mocap data, I have installed the markerless motion capture plugin from Fab. Next, go to Tools, launch Live Link Hub, navigate to Live Data and open the Capture Manager. Click Add, select Mono Video Ingest and point it to the folder containing your generated videos. Once they show up, select your video and hit Add to Queue. After the processing reaches 100%, minimize the window back in the content browser. You will see a newly generated Capture Manager folder. Open it, right click and under MetaHuman, create a MetaHuman performance asset, rename it, open it up and assign your processed footage in the footage section. Finally, enable body tracking, select your target character, starting the character 1 and hit process to calculate the motion. And look at that, it has tracked the motion remarkably well. Now click export animation, choose your destination folder and hit create. This saves the tracked motion onto your skeleton. If you double click the newly created animation asset, you can see it playing back smoothly. Following this exact same workflow, I went ahead and captured the motion for all the remaining video clips. In this clip, the character is leading a bit too far forward, but don't worry, this is a very common mocap artifact and we can easily fix it manually in just few clicks. Now let's drag and drop our first character into the viewport followed by the second character and reset their transforms. Next, create a level sequence and open it. Drag character 1 into the sequencer. Click the plus icon on the body track. Go to animation and assign our first captured animation. As you can see, it's playing back properly on the character. Now using the same plus icon, add the remaining animations for character 1. Make sure to drag and arrange all these clips onto the very same track. You will see exactly why we are doing this in just a moment. To attach our rig controls to the animation, click the plus icon on the track, navigate to control rig, choose layer and select the MetaHuman control rig. Press G on your keyboard to unhide the controls and you will see they are perfectly mapped to the animation. Now let's line up the characters. As you can see, the raw mocap, that kick landed in a completely awkward spot. Another issue is the noticeable jerk whenever the timeline transition from one animation clip to the next. Fixing this initial snap is simple. Just drag the next clip slightly over the previous one to create an automatic blend. While this basic blend won't solve everything and we will still need manual cleanup, it gives us a much cleaner starting point. Now right click on the body track, select bake to control rig and choose the MetaHuman control rig. This will bake all the raw motion keys directly onto our rig controllers. Once baked, set the display rate to 24 fps, select all the baked keyframes, right click and choose snap to frame to ensure every key aligns perfectly with the frame grid. Next, select the global root controller and delete its keyframes. For the arms, switch the mode from FK to IK for better precision during contact. We can now safely delete the original animation track from sequencer. Repeat this entire backing and setup process for the character 2. Here comes our first real challenge. When character 1 throws a punch, his fist doesn't quite reach character 2's body. Yet character 2 starts reacting early before the hit even lands. Let's fix this step by step. First, select character 2's spine controller in the curve editor or viewport. Grab the forward rotation on the x-axis across these impact frames and pull it upward so his torso leans slightly forward into the punch. Now the fist connects, but the timing is still off. The reaction triggered too early. To correct the timing, select all the reaction keyframes on the character 2 and slide them a few frames forward on the timeline to create a slight delay. Now the hit lands right before the recoil. Since sliding those keys leaves the character frozen at frame 0, grab his initial 2 keys and pull them all the way back to the start. Then grab a few neighboring keys and distribute them in between to keep subtle idle motion alive, and just like that, the blend is seamless. The reaction triggers right on impact. Now K transition becomes completely unnoticeable. That looks much better. Now the other arm is also falling short and missing character 2's body. To fix this, select the root controller, go to the translate Y curve and pull the keyframes up to push the character physically forward. I will also add some rotation along with this translation. The core goal here is to make the entire upper torso lean into the strike, which naturally extends the fist reach to connect with character 2. By fine-tuning the curves in the graph editor, nudging values up, down, forward or backward, I can perfectly dial in the punch contact. At this point, character 2's first animation clip ends and the second one brings, creating a sudden jarring pop in motion. To eliminate this, open the graph editor and adjust the curve tangents so the transition flows smoothly between both clips across the cut. Another common mocap issue is foot sliding. Whenever a foot needs to stay planted firmly on the ground, lock its position by matching the keyframe value across those frames. Delete any unwanted noisy key in between. As you can see here, flattening the curve into a straight horizontal line keeps the foot completely locked in place without any drift. Following this exact workflow, whenever you spot any unnatural motion or clipping, just select the corresponding controller, open the graph editor and adjust the curves value up or down to dial in the position. The underlaying logic remains the same across all joints. So I will quickly speed through the rest of the fine tuning. In this section, I1 character wants high kick to cleanly miss character 2. To make him dodge under the kick, grab character 2's root control, lower it and push it slightly backward. Use Alt plus middle mouse button to easily drag and scale the keyframe values up or down in the graph editor. Lean his upper torso further forward so the kick clears right over his head, because shifting his hips backward throws off his balance. Select the feet controls and step them back to maintain a stable stance. Then flatten the foot curves to lock out any unwanted sliding. As you can see, the arms looks unnaturally stiff and straight here, so we need to pull it back. Following the exact same technique, select the keyframes in the graph editor and adjust the curves forward or backward. Along with the hand, make sure to adjust the elbow pole vector control as well to get the natural bend right. The process is identical throughout. Just keep a clear picture of the pose you want and balance both translation and rotation curve accordingly. I will go ahead and apply this exact same adjustment to the other arms as well. Next, the spine rotation needs a bit of tweaking, which I will correct using the same curve adjustments. There are also a few jittery keys on the hand, so I will delete the unnecessary keyframes and smooth out the remaining ones to clean up the motion. Now we need to rotate the spine slightly, otherwise the kicking character's leg would have to go unnaturally high, which breaks the realism. Let's select the root controller along with the surrounding controls and lower the entire body a bit more. From there, align the head and spine rotation so the posture holds together. And drop both hands slightly to match the ducking motion. And just like that, the interaction looks completely natural. Now let's adjust character 1's kicking leg. The arc should swing outward first and then sweep clean over character 2's head. So I will raise the foot control. The ankle and foot rotation need some manual cleanup as well. So I will step through frame by frame to polish the angle. When character 2's throw the kick back at character 1, the motion feels a bit too sluggish. That was actually a slight mistake on my part during the AI video generation phase. It should have been faster, but we can easily fix the timing right here on the timeline. I will delete a few unnecessary in between frames and pull the surrounding keys closer together to speed up the strike. Then in the graph editor, I will sharpen the curve tangents to give the impact that snappy, powerful punch. We have another timing issue here. Character 1 reacts way too late after getting hit by character 2. To fix this delay, I will delete a few dead frames right before the reaction and slide the rest of the keyframes backwards so the recoil triggers instantly on impact. Finally, I will push character 1's root control further back, either manually in the viewport or using the curve editor to really sell the force of that heavy kick. Next, we need to adjust character 2's incoming punch. I don't want this punch to connect. I want it to miss completely while character 1 duck underneath. Following the same workflow shown earlier, I will tweak the body pose using both viewport transforms and curve adjustment in the graph editor. However, the punch currently lacks power because there is zero anticipation before the strike. To fix this, I will manually sculpt a wind up anticipation pose so the character pulls back before lunging forward. The initial anticipation pose still feels a bit weak, which I will fine tune in a moment, but as you can see, the punch now misses cleanly right over the ducking character. Right here on the character 1, you can see a gap of a few blank frames. To fill this in, I will extend and pull the previous keyframe forward. Next, there is a drastic change in body pose between these two actions, so we actually need some breathing room. I will select all the following keyframes and push them forward on the timeline to create a transition gap. The overall timing looks solid now, but the fit still needs some manual cleanup. Let's also do a quick adjustment on character 2's arm. Now let's play back the animation to see our progress so far. Right here, the leg lift feels a bit too slow, so I will delete these two in between frames and slide the subsequent keys forward. As a general rule, deleting middle frames and reducing the gaps between keys will speed up the motion. Finally, there's a harsh transition at the very end, causing a noticeable pop. By shifting that final block of keyframes forward, we create a small buffer gap that completely absorbs the jerk. I will just nudge a few remaining keys forward to dial in the final timing. We still have multiple areas where the feet are sliding across the floor, so let's clean those up using the technique we discussed earlier. To fix foot sliding, find the primary contact position where the foot is planted and match the keyframes values across all the neighboring contact frames to completely flat level. Keeping identical transform values locks the foot solidly to the ground without any drifting. I will go ahead and apply this cleanup pass across the entire animation. Right here I need to rotate character 2's spine slightly backward. I don't want character 1's punch to connect, so leaning the torso back gives him the clearance to dodge it. The movement feels a bit too abrupt, so I will delete the aggressive peak keyframes on the curve to smooth out the graph and slightly lower the preceding key. Remember, you can hold Alt middle mouse button and drag left or right to slide keyframes between frames on the timeline. Now let's watch the playback. Finally, to fix the excessive forward hunch at the end, let's adjust the spine rotation curves and pull the upper torso slightly upward. The head is also drooping way too low, so I will raise the neck and head controls to restore a natural balanced posture. The anticipation pose still lack punch and weight, so let's push the silhouette to make the wind up feel much more powerful before the strike. Notice how the leg is clipping directly into character 1's body. We need to fix that interaction. I will grab the hip controller for character 1 and adjust the position to clear the collision, ensuring the stance looks grounded and the impact of the leg strike is clearly readable. The shoulder and arm have a slight alignment issue here. They are hunching too far forward. Let's grab the shoulder and arm controller, pull them back and rotate them into place to fix the posture. Next, I will drop a floor plane into the scene and apply a surface texture downloaded directly from Fab to ground our characters. I will fast forward through this next part since we are just applying the same foot sliding cleanup methods we covered earlier. I also noticed character 2's head is constantly tilting downward, so I will adjust the head controls and lift it up wherever need to improve eye contact. Let's take a look at our final output. Of course, it's not 100% perfect given our short time frame, but it shows how far we can take raw mocap quickly to elevate the cinematic feel. Let's add dynamic camera animation. I will drop an initial transform key on the cine camera actor and add subtle handheld style rotation keys every few frames to follow the action. The shot is now fully put together. With extra time and polish, you can push the quality even further, but the underlayering workflow remains identical. You just need a basic understanding of animation principles. If you found this tutorial helpful, Make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more Unreal Engine tips and animation workflows. See you in the next one.